Hi Scorpio, welcome back. So Scorpio, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. For a lot of you, this is going to be an intimate connection, but doesn't have to be. Can be anyone in your life. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So Scorpio, when I was meditating on the collective energy, I was getting a lot of nocturnal images, and I even got the word nocturnal, meaning like I was seeing a lot of like night sky and like owls and like a nightscape. So I don't know if some of you are escaping at night, or whether that be like literally or in your mind, or your mind tends to kind of escape reality when you go into your dream state. Of course, all of ours does to some degree, but I feel a lot of nighttime energy. So I don't know if your mind is very active at night, or that's when, you are taking time for yourself for some of you. Some of you might be night owls, hence the nocturnal word, and then the owl, a night owl. But take it as it resonates, okay? You might also be getting dreams from symbols, animals, you name it. Specifically an owl was what I saw, all right? So look out for maybe that in your environment as a sign for you that this reading is for you. And then I honestly felt a little tired, a little foggy when I was sitting in the meditation, and usually I have absolute clarity, and I felt a lot of tension within the headspace. So I don't know if you're having like tension headaches, or you're feeling tense within the headspace, you've got a lot of thoughts going on, or I don't know, you're just feeling a little foggy today maybe, or recently. We have a lot going on planetarily, so I wouldn't be too surprised if that was the case, as I think a lot of us are feeling a little bit of the fatigue of the up and the downs and the up and the downs within the collective energy. And this also could be a call from spirit to say, get some more sleep, especially for my night owls that have been sleeping at erratic hours, or not giving their mind the rest that it needs, letting your mind almost run ragged in your at night, okay, or within the dream state. Now, sometimes our dream states will play off of what we've got going on in our conscious world, but that we're suppressing. So for my active, vivid dreaming Scorpios, pay attention to the emotions you're feeling in the dream, the symbolisms you're getting within your dream state, as that could be a reflection of some things that you're not quite paying attention to in your wake state, or that need your attention, so to speak, within your wake state. So FYI. All right, so now we're going to get into the energy and see what the tarot, wow, I couldn't get that out, what the tarot has to say. I feel like I got a frog in my throat, which, interestingly enough, frogs might be symbolism for you as well, Scorpio. So I was sitting outside myself like a week or so ago, and I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart as well. So maybe you could relate to this. But there was this little frog-looking toad that kind of came out of nowhere. And that in of itself is not weird, right? Summertime, there's frogs around, whatever. What made it weird is that the frog like hopped and then sat next to my foot and just sat there for, I want to say, almost 20 minutes. I even filmed it on my phone. I meant to share it to Facebook, but I forgot. The frog just sat there as if it was keeping me company or something. So, I don't know. Just pay attention to like the animal life around you, okay? And frogs may also be symbolism for you or for someone that you're connecting with. Just keep that in mind. And I did look up the meaning of frogs, and now I cannot honestly remember what it was. I'm sure you'll Google it. Spiritual meaning of frogs. Check that out. All right. So, all right. Now I've got your cards out. Let's go. So you have Cancer energy here. You could be dealing with one or have that in your own birth chart, or this just could be the influencing vibes, right? This is a very emotional energy showing up. It's water energy. It's kind of all up in your feelings, or this person might be. It's talking about having sympathy feeling comfort, feeling nostalgic. This is a very intuitive, almost tender type of energy, but it can also be very defensive if triggered, all right? A bit introverted if you feel that maybe you've been too vulnerable, or this person has. All right, so it's kind of a hypersensitive energy, and in a way that's really good, Scorpio, because it helps you to feel out a situation or a person. But on the other end of that, it could lead to overanalyzing emotions and getting too hypersensitive. And so that's the caution, is like to not let it lead in that direction, right? You have the Strength card. This person has Judgment, Leo, Libra energy for some of you. But this is talking about, for you, Scorpio, having the strength to kind of be who you are, say what you want, say what you want is what they gave me. This is like to look something in the face and not back down from it, okay? So some of you are needing a little bit more strength or courage when it comes to your emotions during this time frame, or you're finding that within yourself to kind of look something in the face and not back down, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is a really strong-willed energy. It's very fixed energy as well, which Scorpio, you're a fixed sign. So I feel like this very strong-willed, dominating presence coming in for my Scorpios within your energy. This person has some decisions to make, a judgment call to make here. This is talking about the angel of the past. Some of you could have past history with this person, or this person is making some decisions about their past to let go of their past, and needing to move forward is kind of where Spirit is directing this person. There's dolphins in the background of this card, so I feel like this person is trying to make peace with themselves, with you, with the past, okay, during this time frame. As dolphins often represent to me a sense of peace and oneness and freedom. So that may be in this person's energy as well, or in yours, okay? So let's look at the recent past and what led up to this, Scorpio. Then we're going to go into your perception of each other, how you genuinely feel underneath it all, your hopes, and most likely future outcome, okay? Recent past energy for Scorpio. All right, so you've got the Eight of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Tower, and the Star. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so Scorpio. This is receiving communication that either someone was hurt over, or you have hurt feelings around it, and it kind of shook you up. You might be wanting to heal a situation, or a person might be wanting to heal a situation with you. I feel like it definitely was a shock or a surprise to you, or it will be. Now, some of you, this hasn't come in yet, but there's some sort of like shocking change of events, or like a massive overhaul of the energy. Okay. It's like coming from this place of wanting to express maybe how you're feeling towards a person, or they you, but it's like unexpected in the way that it comes out, or unexpected in the way that it shows up in your life. But it's actually a very healing energy, all right? This is meant to, I guess, help you to embrace this more empathetic, softer side to you, Scorpio. I feel there's a chance that this may lead into a very defensive energy, but that's going to be totally up to you. It may have really taken some strength for you to be able to communicate some things that maybe you've been holding on to, all right? And some of you haven't done this because you're not willing to do this. Some of you are being called in that direction. If this isn't your energy, then just know that if somebody came forward to communicate with you, Scorpio, it took a lot of strength for them to be able to do that. And I guess just don't discard it as something that was like a flight of ideas or meaningless to this person, because I feel like it took a lot of willpower for this person to be able to do that, or for you to do that. So let's see what this person's recent past energy is. I do feel, Scorpio, that if you have been unstable in your emotions, there is some sort of like rebirth coming in within your emotional, spiritual self. You know, anytime you have the Tower followed by the Star, it's like whatever's being removed from your life is for your highest good. Like whatever is changing in your life during this time frame is for your highest good. You know, it may not feel that way, or it may not have felt that way in the past, but it has definitely led you onto a higher life path, you know, or helped you to evolve spiritually. So let's see this person's recent past energy. 5 of Cups, Ace of Wands, 8 of Cups, and the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, I wanted to see what's under that. 2 of Cups underneath that. All right. So this person has had to make a decision to let go of some emotions that were really draining them. And it's almost like this person has some sort of spark being ignited within them that's helping them to be able to kind of let things go by the wayside, let go of things that aren't serving them, and move on into the next chapter, into their new horizons. This person may have a very intense nature about them, or a very intense desire towards the connection, or they. Or it's just like right now, this person is getting fired up in the energy to go more towards their passions, towards things that make them feel alive, that make them feel intense, and kind of let go of this darker energy that they may have been dwelling in. Some of them are needing to let go of the past, and they may have recently just gotten like all of a sudden overnight this idea of, okay, I'm just going to move forward, or I'm just going to let that go. This person may have communicated that with you and it shook up, you know, maybe you didn't expect that. But I feel like I keep getting a song through with something with shook up in it. Oh, okay, it's AC/DC, Shook Me All Night Long. I get so many classic rock songs, I don't know. I just did Aries reading, and I got some kind of crazy classic songs there. Maybe check that song out. But, yeah, I just feel like there's some sort of shakeup within the recent past energy. So let's go into perspective and look at that, Scorpio, and how you're perceiving this person and how you're thinking about this person. Now, keep in mind that perception is your reality, but it may not be this person's reality. That's the funny thing about perception, right? But we'll start there. The High Priestess. How does Scorpio think about this person? The 5 of Pentacles. Oh, Lord. The Lovers and the Page of Swords, the 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So there's definitely some secretive energy or some spiritual energy around the connection. Okay, some of you may have felt like, okay, where were you when I needed you? That type of energy. And if you are feeling that, Scorpio, it's coming from a place of being wounded and not really letting go of that, right? Some of you are still holding on to like hurtful things that were said or done in the past that really shook you up, and it's still present in your energy, even if it was months, weeks, years ago, you know, like you've held it within your energy. And so it gets reactivated, I feel, when this person is around or when the subject comes up, it gets very touchy for you. At the same time, you have the Lovers here, so this is twin flame soulmate energy. Some of you feel like very connected to this person, or you can see a lot of reflections within the connection. They're giving me the song Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. So, particularly the lyric, and I see my reflection in the snow-covered hills. So there's some mirroring going on within the connection where, you know, whether it's good or bad, you can kind of see each other play off of each other's energy. And yet there's trust issues here, not really trusting wanting to be spiteful, wanting to, you know, get your sword out and, oh, okay, I'm not going to say that. I heard, I wish you would, or something like that. It's a bit of a confrontational energy that's coming through, right? And that could be on your part or their part. Take it as it resonates. But I get some sort of confrontational type of energy within the connection. You see this person as either very intuitive or a very spiritual person, but also someone that lacks empathy at times is what I heard. Or you might lack empathy towards this person, especially if they have done some damage in the past or left you out in the cold, that type of energy, or they. But you also see this person as your counterpart. Kind of. You're in the air about that. You see it that way, but you don't trust it. This is that time. This is the paranoid part of Scorpio showing up. Okay? So I feel like Scorpio as a zodiac sign is incredibly intuitive. Usually very good at reading other people's energy and emotions. But sometimes, Scorpio, and you know this about yourself, you can read so much into it that you start getting paranoid about this person, overthinking about what their intentions are, getting your intentions mixed up with this person's energy and not being able to decipher the difference. Some of you, this connection creates paranoia for you almost, or at times, or during this time. Take it as it resonates. So let's see what this person's perception is. Justice. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So this person is trying to maintain their balance, trying to maintain the peace. They are having a little bit of trouble staying practical, though. This person might be a little bit impractical with their thinking or the way that they feel things should work in life. You know, this person might be someone who doesn't necessarily go along with the ho-hum of society, may often, you know, like look at life from a different perspective or viewpoint than others do or you do. There's some sort of impracticality going on within this person's energy. And at the same time, they're trying to find, like I said, emotional balance, peace within their life, within themselves. Working on themselves might be heavily focused on other areas of their life that make them feel a little bit more emotionally balanced, especially if they're having trouble keeping it practical within relationships or within this connection in specific. As it pertains to how they view you, Scorpio, they definitely see the two very different sides of you. You know, this person has the ability to see through a lot of the facades that you put on. They know your good side and your bad side, and when you're in your light and when you're in your dark. They try to balance out their reactions and emotions based on what they're receiving from you. But this person also feels like at times you're overly harsh or impractical, maybe at times yourself. You know, which is funny because they're also having issues with that, but they also see that within you. You know, when I think of an earth sign in the reverse, I think of hypercritical, I think of judgmental, quick to come to defense, quick to close off, and that may be how they view you, Scorpio, in general, or just during this time frame. But in a way, they might also be giving off that energy themselves, and yet they want peace here. You know, they see that on the other side of that, flip that coin, like I said, they also see you as someone who is in tune, you know, that has good, like a good ability to emotionally balance yourself and stay calm when you need to. They may view you as working on yourself or maybe working on your emotional responses as well. So let's go into how you're feeling underneath it all. That was kind of thought, perception. Now we're going to go into genuine emotion, how you're feeling in your heart space underneath that, Scorpio. Scorpio's emotions. 7 of Wands. Emotionally speaking, Scorpio, you have your guard up, because I feel like emotionally you're not really sure. You're having difficulty weighing this out as to how you're feeling right now, wanting to be in control at all costs, and yet feeling a desire for communication. Or some of you, it's like you're only going to communicate after you've kind of gotten control over what it is you're feeling. So take it as it resonates. Could be either or. I'm just getting like a little bit guarded about who you're going to allow to come into your heart space. Okay. And again, that could be because you have residual energy left from prior connections or prior hurts that kind of cause this a bit of paranoia within you. And so you tend to keep your guard up a lot, never really knowing that sometimes gets in the way of you getting what you want. But it's a learned behavior, Scorpio, and some of you are kind of learning your way out of that for the most part. But some of you are still wanting to have the upper hand and control and while you weigh it out. Okay, so what are you weighing out? Well, head and heart type of stuff going on here, like wanting your freedom, but then your heart pulling you in a different direction possibly, and just not wanting anybody to see that, okay, or this person, and wanting to maybe be more into the ego because that's maybe where you're more comfortable during this time frame, but then yet emotionally really wanting to express or needing to express yourself. All right. I would not express myself, Scorpio, when you're feeling out of control, though, because if it's strictly coming from your ego, it's going to throw you out of alignment and you out of balance. And it could create some defensive rather than receptive energy around you or the situation. All right, that's a side note. Let's see how this person is feeling underneath it all. Temperance, 2 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Should I say it? I'm not going to say it. Maybe I'll say it at the end of the reading. These cards are just killing me right now because I guess I'll tell you at the end. I'm going to leave myself out of this for now, but this is how this person's feeling emotionally. Temperance, the 2 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Cups. So I feel like, Scorpio, this person's in this place of definitely wanting to be independent, wanting to be free, wanting to be in control of their own emotions. At the same time, they feel a soulmate connection with you, and or they're just wanting to feel some sort of connection in their life within relationships in general, having people that understand them in their life, because I do feel like this person feels misunderstood quite often, and they're wanting more emotional support around them. Like minds is what I heard. I feel like this person's very fierce, independent nature may be what throws you off when it comes to like analyzing them, because it may seem like this person is uncaring when really that's just kind of their personality, or unattached when really they are attached. I feel like this person, there's a sense of loneliness here within this person's heart space. or a feeling of being like locked out or left out. And yet they've got a lot of emotional support around them, or yet this person may want to see things reconcile. All right. I'm getting a song. Really? I heard you got what I need. But you say he just a friend. But you say he just a friend. Oh baby, you got what I need. But you say we're just friends. Okay. Take it or leave it. So let's look at your hopes, Scorpio. What are you hoping for? Well, you have the Three of Cups. So a lot of you are hoping to reconcile with this person. And if it's not a reconciliation, it's just like wanting to feel that emotional support in your life as well, or hoping to get, you know, some, I guess just like this feeling that you are being loved, you know, this comforting, nostalgic type of feeling energy, okay? You want to see things come together emotionally for yourself. You might be wanting to enjoy the fruits of life, you know? So let's see this person's hope. Two of Swords. So this person's hoping to get out of this space where they are questioning or doubting themselves or feeling insecure or feeling pulled in two different directions. See, because that's what weighed this person down in the past and kept them from making any judgments or decisions, is just feeling like it was too overwhelming, like it was too much, you know? And so this person not really making any decisions in the past because of that. And then, like I said, overnight, a spark goes off. This person wants to move forward and wanting to take the blindfold off, wanting to see the truth and know the truth and not just conceptualize it, not just think about it, but to know, you know, to know the truth or to give it. So let's look at most likely future outcomes and see where this is headed. Keep in mind, Scorpio, that all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will. You're in the driver's seat, no one else. So most likely future outcomes, Knight of Pentacles. Ooh. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords here, and the Ten of Pentacles. I wanted to see what the Moon card is. Or sorry, the Ace of Swords, and it was the Moon card. So there's a hesitancy here. There's a resistance here. There's a, like, I feel like Scorpio, this is like a stop, they gave me stopwatch. Okay, I don't know what that's about. But there's something about like stopping and dead in your tracks and what? Something stopped you dead in your tracks, or will be. That's the phrase, stop dead in your tracks. And it's like, okay. Like there's a pause here. And then right on the heels of that pause comes the Ace of Swords, which is clarity, answers, the truth. And what is it about? Emotions, your emotions, the emotions of another. Things that have been long held secret, things that have been suppressed, things that have been placed on the back burner. You might be getting the truth if you're open to it during this time frame, or giving it, because this could be vice versa. And for some reason, this stops you dead in your tracks. But then what follows that is the Ten of Pentacles, which is feeling firm in your foundation again. So whatever was disruptive in the past now has the ability to actually make you more firmly planted in what you knew to be true, or what you felt, or what you're growing, or where you're headed. So there's some sort of clarity coming in that helps you to better define where you're headed. See, the Ten of Pentacles is establishments, it's corporation, it's money, it's finance. Some of you, it might not even be related to this connection, but you might be getting some like hits about how to build up your finances, okay? Or you might have finances related to this person, I'm not sure. But for others of you, it's more of this sense of feeling established, secure, no longer feeling this unstable energy of like not knowing how to feel, not knowing where to stand, not knowing who to trust. You know, because you're getting some sort of clarity here, or the truth. Or you're seeking, or you're seeking it. Okay, some of you are seeking it. But what I was going to say is, or you're getting enlightenment, thank you, about your own truth. Your own truth. See, because your emotions don't lie to you. The ego will lie to us. But your emotions never lie. You know. Let's see this person's future energy. Ten of Cups. The Devil. Page of Cups and the Magician. The Chariot. Oh, there you are, the Death card. The Six of Wands. Okay. So I feel like Scorpio, this person is in this space of, again, they're going towards wanting connection or having connection, feeling emotionally fulfilled. This person might feel an extremely strong attraction or attachment to you, but it's not always in the healthiest of ways. Okay. Or I'm hearing this person's feeling pulled in two different directions. It's like their shadow side and their light side. So they may be going back and forth between the two during this time frame, where at times they're very high vibrating and wanting connection and love and being flowing with it. And then they may go into their shadow at some point during this time frame and just get sucked into like toxic thinking, negative thinking, old ways of doing things. This person is needing to learn to find some balance and to let go, like truly, truly let go of that past issue or past whatever this is that they've held on to. This person's open to new connections, new ideas, opening their mind as to what's possible, and they're going into manifestation mode, which means that they're creating some sort of new energy within themselves, within the connection, within life in general. And they're doing that by kind of letting go of this attachment to an emotion that really wasn't serving them, that was draining them. And I keep getting the word past resentments, and that could have been what it was, but it doesn't have to be. But the further they get away from that, the more they are pulling into them what they want. You know, within connections, within a connection, within this connection. You know? So it's interesting. You have the Ten of Pentacles, so I feel like you're Scorpio, you're wanting to be more practical than this person. Because you're wanting to feel established, right? And definitely wanting to be in control of emotions or emotional expression. But you are getting like this massive download of clarity that's going to help illuminate a lot of the things that you've hidden from this person, from yourself, or they have hidden from you. And that's really going to help you, okay, in this energy to move forward, to feeling more established. Now, this person is toying around with, you know, new ways of living or new ways of doing or feeling, whatever, but they still have some old energy lingering that they're attached to. So Let me get a guidance card. And where are we at with time? I'm going to leave it there. I have a song playing in my head. It's been playing in my head since this morning. But it's also a song I've had on repeat for a long time. Because every time I find a new artist, I'm like, oh my God, I love that artist. And then I binge listen to every song they've ever sang. So most of you are not going to know this artist because it's an indie artist, but it's Lauren Ruth Ward. And, sorry. Anyways. I'm not keeping the lyrics from you or creating a long pause. It's just every time I go to express what it is that she says in the song, I lose it. She says, how do you feel? That's all I'm getting. That's all I keep hearing is, how do you feel? I don't know, Scorpio. Take it or leave it. Really? That's all I'm going to get? I listen to the song all the time. Why isn't it coming to me? Anyways, I'm going to get a guidance card here real quick, maybe. Oh, wow. No way. It says nature. You got a mother's love and nature. So this says a mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that the special bond of love can never be broken. Wow, interesting. Some of you may have some healing to do around the mother or the mother aspect of yourself or the feminine divine energy in your life. All feminine energy is mothering energy. This person might have a mothering type of vibe, or you do. Take it as it resonates. And then you have the card of nature, which I think is so funny because I just got done saying about the frogs and the all the nature stuff I got at the beginning. This says, this is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul needs nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. So pay attention in nature to the animals that surround you or that you come into contact with, okay? Because those might be significant signs for you, Scorpio. So intense reading, I'm going to leave it there. Zodiac signs you might be dealing with. Okay, I have Capricorn, Pisces, Sagittarius, Libra, Pisces again, Aries, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Cancer. Those are the predominant zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it could be any zodiac sign as this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you want to catch me for more fun stuff, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. Link down below. I do go live there pretty often, so you can check me out there. And for those of you who'd like to donate, you can go to the About section and donate to the channel there. I don't remember if I said this, but I think it goes without saying. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. If you like the way that I'm styled, most of the time it is from my sister's online boutique, so check her out, avasophiaco.com. Also link down below. Either way, I'm wishing you the best, Scorpio. Till next time, my friends. Namaste.